The Peavey Limited ST was made in the USA between 2001 and 2004 in Meridian, Mississippi. They also made import models. This is not a review of that. This is the American-made one. It was made during a time when Peavey was making great gear. Most notably the 5150 amps and Wolfgang guitar. So what I like about this guitar, first and foremost, it's well built and it came with quality components. The Grover locking tuners work great. Because of the headstock design and the tuner locations, the path of the strings from the bridge to the tuners is straight. It kind of reminds me of Ernie Ball Music Man. There's no string trees needed. It doesn't have a sharp angle similar to, say, the classic Gibson design. And because of that, this helps avoid some of the tuning instability issues that are prevalent in those guitars. These came with a hip shot tremolo, which is great. The neck on these is very comfortable. I would call it a middle of the road C shape. It's not too thin like a wizard type neck, and it's not a baseball bat either. What I really love about these is the contoured neck heel. Very comfortable. So as you see, there's 5 screws that hold the neck in. The neck joint on this, the contoured neck heel, is similar to that on an Ibanez AZ. I kind of prefer the feel of this one more compared to that, but it's similar. These guitars had a legitimate maple top, not a veneer. So pretty decent thickness piece of wood, and this is premium. I would say premium flame. This is a nicer flame pattern on this guitar than I've seen on many other much more expensive guitars. The stock pickups I think are great on these. See the texts previously shown in the video for the ohm readings. I'm not really sure what the composition of the magnet material is in these. The information is pretty sparse. I believe them to be Elnick 05. They don't sound ceramic to me, but I could be wrong on that. The pickups are fine for anything from 60s rock to, I would say, Metallica, Megadeth. Anything beyond that, like the more modern metal, you probably want to get something different. But I think these are great pickups. I've owned 5 of these, and all of them have been pretty light, averaging 7.5 pounds or less. So what do I not like about these guitars? There's not much that I don't like. I wish it had stainless steel frets. These are just run-of-the-mill nickel frets. When this was made, stainless steel frets were pretty rare back then. That said, I've owned this guitar for almost 20 years, and there's still plenty of fret life left on them. I also wish this had an arm bevel. This is just a flat top. Not a showstopper, it's just my preference. The locking tuners on here, they're great tuners. These are Grovers. They're 18:1 ratio, and they're locking, but they're not the type of locking tuners that have the knurled nut. That's my preference. These, you have to use a screwdriver to tighten and untighten these, but they work fine. I just prefer the other type better. So in summary, sleeper guitar. You really can't go wrong with these. I've played every major brand out there, including, Shure, Tom Anderson, etc. Over the past few years, these seem to go for around $800. I did this review just for fun and just to highlight that I think that these guitars are hugely underrated. If you've never played one and you have the opportunity to buy one, I say jump on it. With time, they're only getting more rare and more worn. So anyway, if you made it to this point, thanks for listening to the end, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks.